Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I'm your host Aurora Dreamer, and welcome to Dreamer Studios. Sorry, I had a moment. I forgot where I was then. Because the amount of bullshit we are dealing with today here has knocked so many brain cells out of me. Now today we'll be reviewing this user TrinityFever's OCs because, well, she decided to be a big old bag of dicks and say to the entirety of constructive criticism that their mascots are all Mary Sue's because they don't have any meaning behind them like the My Little Pony creator mascot does. If you have no idea what the fuck that means, welcome to the club because that makes no fucking sense. For the record, this all happened back in 2017, but I didn't know about it till recently because Yuji, who is a good friend of mine, was telling me the story and I demanded she send me this chick's profile and show me the comments. Which she did, because she enables me. So today, we are going to be looking at all of this chick's OCs, since she apparently does so much better at making characters than Cece. We're going from her oldest to newest in her gallery, and I would like everyone to keep in mind that at the time the chick commented on Cece's profile, she had these 3 characters uploaded to her gallery, and soon after uploaded these OCs. I'm not looking at all of these chicks' OCs, really just the ones that have bios, and then her most recent character. So because I'm the king of petty, you claim to have better OCs than Cece, and you uploaded this, the scribbles mess of bullshit as I like to call it. Seriously, it looks like this was made in MS Paint with the marker tool with a colour palette that looks like you did nothing but pick a bunch of random colours from a list of colours, while this was the most recent image of Cece's mascots. Like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you're allowed to have opinions that Cece's mascots are ugly or stupid, but forgive me for trying to understand how one can upload art that looks like a 6-year-old drew it and claim that their art is better than art that has some pretty clean line art, nice shading and lighting, and characters with some simple-ass colour palettes. You are either a troll or extremely jealous of Titus's skills, which I wouldn't blame you on that part. This is Miss Steven Universe OC, her name is Lollipop. 1. Learn English. It's my, not me. 2. She's obviously a gem. There's no Lollipop gemstone. It is not purple nor fucking exists. Though because the gem is purple, I will assume it's an amethyst, because I'm unoriginal. Now none of these colours besides purple and maybe the pink at a stretch match any amethyst. Now, if she isn't an amethyst, you need to specify that because I have no idea what the fuck she is. Also, circle tool head, the hair looks like grass, and what in the hell are those spiky splotchy pink things on her head?
Cause she's so sweet.
Oh god, fuck off. If Lollipop is her nickname, state that. But don't act like from the second she was born, people knew she was sweet. Cause babies are assholes.
Her mom hurt her when she was little.
The fuck do you mean by this? Was she mentally abusive? Physically abusive? Or was it a one-time thing? You can't just say, oh, she was hurt. Because that leaves so much to the imagination and it can go down several rabbit holes. Also, if she's a gem, she wouldn't have a mother. All gems are born from these tiny little holes in the ground. Well, amethysts are.
So Lollipop killed her mom.
1. It's killed. 2. When? Again, vague as shit. If she's a fucking toddler that killed her mom, if so, how? I was going to read it in the previous voice, but this has such bad English, I have to read it normally. Lollipop no live with Steven, they has sex all the time. No. This was uploaded in 2017. Steven was fucking 14 years old. Fucking nonce. You fucking nasty. How old is your character anyways? Either your character is a pedo or a child. Neither which are okay. She is dating an atheist. I think you mean amethyst. And Pearl, she is super hot compared to Grant. Garnet. Her name is Garnet. Also, she is somehow both fucking Steven, a minor, while in a relationship with Amethyst and Pearl. Honey, please, get real, use logic, see a therapist. Now on to the second OC. This is my OC Garnet. See, you can spell Garnet now. She is different from the other Garnets because she is not a fusion like the other Garnet is. See, that could be a really good idea. A homeworld Garnet versus our fusion Garnet. Done well, that could be a really interesting story idea. But I doubt you're capable of that, sweetheart. She's really nice and strong and likes to make a lot of food for Steven. She's Steven's best friend and is in a relationship with Amethyst. Also, on the design of this creature, one, again, MS Paint, better this time, but still MS Paint. Those tits!
Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious hunkers. A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros. Massive da hunka bankaloos. Big ol' Tanhangera cougars.
Also, you didn't color her in, you scribbled. It looks weird and wrong. I don't know what you were attempting here. Just don't, please. Look up tutorials, or for God's sake, use a character creator, if you must. This is my TMNT OC. Her name is Axia. I'm just gonna call her Axis, because I don't know how the fuck to pronounce that. She's really pretty, but I'll let you think that, sweetheart. She cuts herself because she thinks she will never be stronger than her sister. There are so many reasons why one could start self-harm. Trust me, I know that from personal experience. But if you're going to put something as serious as that, like this, in your character's backstory, how about you don't just throw it in and make your character feel special or gain pity points for them? What gives you any godforsaken right to do that? I'm fine. I am fine. I don't know you, and I don't know your life story, but for the sake of this video, let's say you're not depressed and have cut before. Depression and cutting is a very serious fucking thing. Not just something you toss into a character or a story for no other reason than, ooh, my character is so quirky. Then she met Leo and they fell in love and she stopped cutting herself and grew way stronger than her sisters. Listen here, you arrogant shitbag. I am not in the mood to deal with this kind of bullshit today. I met the love of my life 4 years ago, and I still haven't stopped self-harming. I still haven't stopped ripping my own body open because it makes me feel better. I get love can be a very powerful thing, and I get he could try and help her. But falling in love does not mean you stop cutting. It does not mean you stop feeling the way you do. It doesn't stop depression. It doesn't stop those feelings of inadequacy. It doesn't stop. I am not saying that Leo wouldn't help her. I am not saying that falling in love doesn't help. But it doesn't stop it completely. Trust me, to anyone who's making a character like this, don't unless you either know about self-harm, have in the past, which I God hope you haven't, or do some fucking research onto it. It is not that hard to find stuff about it on the internet. I'm sorry about going into tangents like this, but I am sick and tired of people talking about suicide and self-harm as if it's a fucking joke. Or a quirky character trait. I'm not even going to touch this character's design because, well, it's shit, and I'm angry enough as is. Though I don't doubt Yuji won't say a few things when she gets a hold of this.
To be honest, I don't think I have anything to add other than, yeah, it's pretty gross to look at. And I'm pretty sure it's not just the art that makes this design bad. Like, aside from the horribly added cuts all over the face and arms, and the horrible outfit, and the really ugly hair with that disgusting pink blush and weird, gross red lipstick, it's just not a good design. I'm not against making really edgy, angsty looking TMNT OCs. One of my favorite artists, R2 Ninja Turtle, has made this lovely edgy TMNT OC, and I love her. This just screams middle school emo girl who cuts for attention. That's all I can think when I see this. Like, it's not very good. The art isn't very good either. You should really start out with a sketch first, outline the sketch, and then color it, otherwise you end up with crap like this. It's not nice to look at. Pretty sure she's supposed to be a turtle, and considering there are plenty of female turtle OCs out there, as well as a two canon TMNT characters, Jenica, the newest one, and Venus de Milo. Like, I got plenty of references to go look at, so that's no excuse to just sit here and be lazy. Like, honestly, God, I'm trying not to go on a tangent because this makes me so angry. TMNT is the fandom I grew up in. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I'm going back to editing this video.
Now, let's go on to her Attack on Titan OC before I burst a fucking blood vessel. This is my new Attack on Titan OC. Her name is Madeline McLean. Oh, Irish! Fun! Hey, same. She is part of the Scouts. Got a death wish, mate. Actually, no, she's Irish, I wouldn't doubt that. And she has killed so many Titans that she's lost count. Unless she's really bad at math, I call bullshit. Levi is humanity's strongest, but even he has a number for how many Titans he's killed. It's 89 for anyone who's wondering. Yes, I'm a nerd. Her friends make fun of her hair color, saying it's the cause of her fiery personality when she kills Titans. Is that making fun of somebody? I don't quite think that is. The only reason she has such a fiery personality is because she was never accepted by her father. I'm sorry, what in the ever-loving fuck does this mean? It's like earlier with fucking Lollipop and her mother. It's so damn vague that I think you've just thrown character ideas into a document and said, oh, well done, this is a well-made character. Was she not accepted because she was born a girl, not a boy? Was she not accepted because she wanted to join the Scout? There are so many things you could have done here, but you haven't done a single fucking one of them. She feels that she will never be a good Scout and pushes herself to kill more and more Titans to feel accepted among other people. Okay, yeah, I can kind of get that, but according to you, she is the new humanity's strongest, which means she will get praised for it like a motherfucker. People will quake in her presence. Like, do you remember how Eren acted when he first met Captain Levi? He was fucking fanboying. Well, internally. But they think that she enjoys killing and that's why she's killed so many. Or was she pulling a fucking Eren Yeager here? Wow, another fucking alicorn whose special talent is something art related. Also, this bitch doesn't have a tail. Did you forget to draw it or something? Cause it looks weird. Also, rainbow colored fucking horn again! What is it with bad MLPOCs? Why do they all have the same traits? Though I will admit, that is a pretty shade of blue. That's the only point you get from me. Pastel Paintbrush was born a Pegasus and lived with her mum Jelly Baby. Her dad, who apparently doesn't get a name, travelled to sell things a lot. What things? Was he like a door-to-door sales pony? Or was it, I don't know, foodstuffs? You don't specify. He was an inventor named Greasy Gears. Oh, okay, he does get a name. Pastel Paintbrush helped her mum at a sweet shop making sweets and other goodies. Well, yes, if they work at a sweet shop, I'd be concerned if they were making anything else. But she enjoyed painting, sculpting, and occasionally decorating her mother's cakes. See, this is an alright route to go, but I would have pushed more for the cake decorating route to her cutie mark. Because she said that the colours weren't bright enough and the cakes looked too much like wedding cake. Oh honey, if you think wedding cakes aren't bright, you haven't been on the internet long. So when Pastel Paintbrush became of age to live on her own, she moved to Ponyville and opened an art school. I'm gonna stop you there. Question, how in the fuck did she get her cutie mark? Because you never said so. You never give any indication as to how she gets the special butt mark, which, you know, is kind of important. Also, it is not that easy to open a fucking school. There's regulations you have to follow, you have to have teachers, you have to have a teaching qualification, which is a whole nother thing. You don't just come of age and get a teaching degree. Also, there's different levels of teaching degrees you need to teach different ages. She painted mostly pictures of baked good, frosted in pastel colours. But didn't she say when she was a filly to her mother that her cakes weren't bright enough? Squeeze me, bitch! If she wasn't painting food, she would paint realistic pictures of other ponies that would walk by.
I'm sorry, where in any of this does it say she's teaching? Also, what time would she have spare to paint her own pictures? Like, being a teacher, especially an art teacher, is a demanding ass job. Why I'm never going into education. Her regular students are the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They would go to her class and let their creativity flow through their paintbrushes, although they weren't great at it, but they were getting better. Fucking rude. During one of her classes, Princess Cadence and Princess Twilight Spark came to her class just for the day. Why? Why would they go to her class just randomly? No description at all? No? They became friends while taking the class and hung out ever since. Twilight Sparkle and Cadence mentored Pastel Paintbrush to become an alicorn. I'm calling bullshit! You don't mentor somebody to become an alicorn. One, she wasn't even studying magic, which, is kind of needed to be an alicorn because, they're essentially the gods of this universe. And why would a no pony out of everyone else get chosen to be mentored to become an alicorn? What was her special spark that, essentially let her be an alicorn? What did Luna and Celestia think? Where is Celestia? Because I feel like she'd have some words on this. Ooh, Luna as well. She wouldn't let this slide. You're extremely vague, and again, just throw ideas down and say it's a well-written character. It creates so many more questions than it answers. It's like Season 8 of fucking Voltron, and we do not speak of Season 8 of Voltron. Okay, at least you tried to give her a backstory, but let's be real, the bit with the alicorn shit doesn't make any sense. Twilight and Cadence, nor any of the alicorns, would just make some random bitch an alicorn. You give no reason as to why they decided your character deserved to be a bloody alicorn. God, and you call Cece's mascots Mary Sue's. I forgot that was what you did, because this is how angry I am. Do you even know what the term means, sweetie? Because the only Mary Sue's I see here are your characters. So far, they've been poorly written, poorly designed, and all around shit. Name, Pastel Paintbrush. Gender, female. Universe, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Age, 20. Sexual orientation, pansexual / isn't in a relationship yet. No. Sexual orientation has nothing to do with whether you're in a relationship or not yet. Okay, she's pansexual. I doubt you know what that means. But again, has nothing to do with her not being in a relationship yet. Mane / tail color, pastel pink. Coat color, pastel blue. Eye color, her eyes are pastel purple. Cutie mark description, a heart-shaped paint palette with a rainbow of colors. It's just basic and unappealing. Personality, kind, smart, creative, can be moody at times. She has a short temper, she's patient when it comes to art, and she can be really random when she's having a conversation with someone. Okay, let's say it again, people. Random is not a personality trait. I think the word you're looking for there, sweetie, is quirky. So, this is the most recent of C in their gallery. There's only a picture, so I can't tell if her writing skills or her fucking character development skills have improved at all, but I can talk about the art, which, fine, you get a sticker for having improvement in your art skills. I do like it, except for the marks on her cheeks, which I'm assuming was your attempt at blush, which I'll admit blush is hard, but honey, no. Also, those, I want to call them stains on her shirt. I know you were probably trying to go for a pattern, but yeah, they just look like stains. Also, why are there just randomly coloured parts in her hair? No. Character design skills, it's meh. She honestly just looks like an Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway ripoff. God, who remembers her? That's from like the dark ages of YouTube now. If I'm being honest. So that name in the corner sounds like a stereotypical, ooh woo, I'm so edgy and cool character name that was generated in Wizard 101. Okay, that's it, I'm finished, we're done! As we can see from every character in our gallery so far, they're not good. Her artwork has improved since her extremely ignorant comment, but from what I can tell, her writing and character development skills haven't. The only thing that's better is she now manages to colour inside the lines, And the colour palettes don't make me want to commit die. Now, we're done with the characters. But I found Trinity's Wattpad account, which I'm now debating on if I want to read her creepypasta stories or not. If you guys want me and Yuji to read that, let me know and I will make it happen. Because she can't say no to me after the shit she's put me through. Well, that's it for now, guys. I've been your host, Aurora Dreamer. If you're new here, like, subscribe, and comment. If you're an old friend, like and comment. I do try to reply to every single one of you. I've been your host, Aurora Dreamer, and goodbye, my friends. God, I need some fucking coffee.
Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind.